Today, we break down the single error that set the ocean on fire and the chain of decisions that led to it. Welcome to the Factonetic channel. Flames rip across the night sky. The Gulf of Mexico has become a literal hell on earth. On a massive drilling platform, workers are facing a choice no human should ever have to make: stay and burn, or leap 75 feet into a black, freezing ocean. Behind them is a wall of fire. Below them is certain impact. This isn't just an accident. It's the result of an email that said, "Who cares? It's done." Today, we go inside the night 11 men died, and 210 million gallons of oil poisoned the planet. April 20th, 2010. The Deepwater Horizon was a marvel of engineering, a floating city drilling 3 miles into the earth. But the project was a financial disaster for BP. They were 43 days behind schedule, losing $500,000 every single day. In the oil world, time is more than money. Time is pressure. 18,000 feet down, the Macondo Reservoir was a powder keg of oil and gas. To seal it, Halliburton completed a critical cement job. But their own tests showed the design was unstable. They warned BP. BP's response? "Who cares? It's done. It'll probably be fine." 5 p.m. A final safety check. The negative pressure test was run. The gauge should have stayed at 0. Instead, it spiked to 1,400 psi. The well was leaking. It was a scream from the deep. But the bosses ignored it. They called it a tool glitch and pushed forward. That decision killed 11 men. 9 p.m. The night shift noticed the drilling mud pulsing like a heartbeat. It's called a kick. Methane gas was racing up the pipe. 9:45 p.m. The geyser hit. Mud exploded 70 feet into the air. Someone slammed the blowout preventer emergency switch, a $14 million safety valve on the seafloor. It failed. Later, investigators would discover why. The pipe had bent under pressure. The batteries were dead, and the circuits were miswired. The well was wide open. 9:50 p.m. Ignition. The gas flooded the engine rooms. The engines revved out of control, then exploded like a bomb. The bridge collapsed. The power died. 11 men were gone in an instant. For those left alive, the rig became a 24-story pillar of fire. The heat was so intense, it began melting the steel derrick. Lifeboats were trapped in the inferno. Men like Mike Williams had to walk to the edge, look into the black water 75 feet below, and jump. At that height, hitting the ocean is like hitting concrete. Coast Guard ships raced into the smoke, pulling 115 survivors from the oily waves. But as the sun rose, 11 names remained unchecked. They would never be found. April 22nd. The Deepwater Horizon sank, but the disaster was just beginning. For 87 days, oil screamed out of the broken pipe. 53,000 barrels every single day. We watched in horror as every fix failed. The top kill, pumping mud, failed. The junk shot, firing golf balls and tires into the leak, failed. By the time a relief well finally sealed it on day 87, 210 million gallons had spilled. An area the size of Virginia became a black graveyard. 8,000 birds, 1,000 turtles, 100 dolphins, all dead because of a shortcut. BP eventually pleaded guilty to manslaughter and paid a record-breaking $65 billion. The industry rewrote the rules. We have better valves now. We have better sensors. But technology hasn't changed human nature. The pressure to finish on time and under budget is still there. The who cares attitude is still there. The Deepwater Horizon sits 5,000 feet below the surface today, a tomb of steel and a monument to greed. We must remember it, because the moment we forget the cost of a shortcut is the moment it happens again. Do you think a $65 billion fine is enough for a disaster of this scale? Let me know in the comments. I'll be replying to the best insights. And don't forget to like and subscribe so we can keep telling stories that matter.